Before we start, let's watch the video first. A cyber cafe, also known as the Internet Cafe, is a cafe or a convenience store or fully dedicated Internet access business that provides the use of computers with a high bandwidth Internet access on the payment of a fee. Usage is generally charged by the minute or part of hours. An Internet cafe will generally offer refreshment or other services such as phone repair. Internet cafes are often hosted within a shop or other establishment. They are located worldwide and many people use them when traveling to access webmail and instant messaging service to keep in touch with family and friends. Apart from travelers, in many developing countries, cyber cafes are the primary form of internet access for citizens as a shared access model in a more affordable than personal ownership of equipment and or software.
Hi, my name is Fizana Ayuni binti Shamsa Adli. Firstly, I will explain about the pros of cyber cafes. As we know, in this modern life, people gather and seek information by surfing through the internet, and as internet cafes pretty much everywhere, and so people visit internet cafes rather than travel to the library because it is much easier and faster, and there are more information on the internet. And the internet cafe is not only for working but also pleasure. Now, with the internet station connected to LAN, people can interact with other users that are connected to LAN. For my first point, the internet access for everyone. I say so because there are no restrictions on the people who can get online at the cyber cafe. You can simply pay the fee to gain access. The fees are inexpensive enough to accommodate low-income families who need access for things like an employment registration in state where the system is completely online. There are also no age limits in most cafes, but for the gamers or dating team cafes, they may have a few restrictions on younger children. Apart from that, we as a student can afford this service as they charge us a customer per hours of usage, and this is a benefit for any individual that cannot afford to buy their own computers or people without portable notebook, which are very expensive these days. Even people with notebook cannot complete their work without the usage of internet, and there are not many wireless hotspots where they can get access to nowadays. And this is what internet cafes solve. Secondly, my point is no equipment hassle. This is because when you go to a cyber cafe, you don't need a device that you need to carry around. In addition, you are also safe from the hassles of maintaining the device. For some people, regular visits to a cyber cafe are quite affordable than maintaining a home computer. Cyber cafes offer that computer, software, hardware, and internet connection that you will need. They also have tech support on site to handle any problem that you may have. The staff is also capable of guiding internet novices through the steps needed to check email or surf the web for information. This means no equipment to lug around the maintaining. Other than that, you don't need to bring other equipment like laptop, tablet, or anything, because wherever you go in the world, you will find an internet cafe. This is because many people use them while traveling to access their mail, and instant messaging to keep in touch with family and friends. In many developing countries, an internet cafe is a primary form of internet access for citizens. This is because a shared access model is more affordable than personal ownership of equipment and software. Thirdly, since the ICT, which is information and communication technology, have been viewed as the new and powerful tool to foster development like other developing countries, the Malaysian government has been promoting and encouraging the use of these technologies across the masses in all possible ways, including cyber cafes. In Malaysia, cyber cafe is very useful, especially for students and adults alike who do not have the means to own their own computers. The immediate benefits of the internet and computers in the electronic classroom are for students to have a resource for projects and exams for them to submit. For instance, some exams have to be taken on computer, and as students who had no computers, they are recommended to go to the cyber cafe as it is the best solution for them. Moreover, to the community and passers-by, the pros of the internet cafe are to put users in touch with their work purpose or doing some research regarding their office works, as the cyber cafe also provide the printer, scanner and other equipment for them to use it. The internet is also important these days to communicate with our lecturer or boss to ask about the work given that we don't understand. So there are no reason for us as a student to avoid doing our work that should be submitted on time. In conclusion, cyber cafes can function as centers for support, education, and learning about new tools, and therefore it could help people to overcome skill deficits which would normally exclude them from access to information and new technology.
Here am I to talk about the disadvantage of the cyber cafe that will actually will happen if people like us spend too much time in this kind of place, especially teenagers. It will affect us emotionally, mentally, and also physically. How is it? Now, these are the disadvantages of the cyber cafe if you spend too much time in it. The disadvantages are some cyber cafe has a security risk. Personal information or website could invaded by other people. Not many compassionate people will help you to close or either lock out your account if you happen to forget. A system called a keylogger is also installed in some cyber cafe so that it can automatically remember your password when you log it into something. What is a keylogger? A keylogger, sometimes called a keystroke logger or keyboard capture, is a type of surveillance technology used to monitor and record each keystroke on a specific computer. Keylogger software is also available for use on a smartphone such as Apple, iPhone, and Android device. Other than that, you can never know if your traffic is logged or your data is being recorded. Since internet cafes are open to anyone, hackers can access this network and record your private information such as credit card detail or bank account. You should not use an open network to access your private information. Secondly, teenagers also will exude the bad environment and also easily to be influenced by the bad side of the cyber cafe, such as smoking and also online betting. Many people like to do online betting in any cyber cafe. This has led many teenagers that attempt to do it as well. Smokers are mostly likely to hang around that kind of place, which is not good to any easily amused teens. Besides, teenagers have also become one of the problems when it comes to a cyber cafe. When they started to like the facility, they will start going there as often as possible. This will cause them to addict to the games, then do not want to go home early, waste of the money, and make their parents worry, and also lack of their study. Some of these teenagers started smoking habit in this kind of place as well. Same goes to extract. The game will cause them never want to study, and if this keep repeating often, They will have skip school as well just to play the games that have educated with it. Pornography is also another problem. Pornography become a promotional field against deviant sexual practice. For example, internet porn sites are usually linked to more progressive porn sites such as homosexual, child pornography, violent sex, and others. The internet made everything easier. Today, pornographic content can be found for free on every gadget owned, especially in a cyber cafe. It gathered fans from all over the world, and even more unfortunate teenagers also fall victim to the attack of pornographic addiction. A cyber cafe is a public network social. Anybody that pay for it, they can go in the internet and it not that expensive as well. Dirty mind people will search for porno in such public place. This will make certain teenagers mentally disturbed and challenging to try it. Thus, more and more different sexual behavior in society.
In the nutshell, cybercafe give benefits to certain events that take place on the virtual space of the internet. Some people create positive bonds over internet activities, and this is why technological progress is not always a bad thing. As long as something exists because it gives us convenience, we should be able to appreciate it. It's only when something is no longer useful that borders on being damaging that it stops being important. In light of this, cybercafe will persist to be important because we can see any reason why these spaces won't be useful anymore. And that's all from us. Thank you. Bye.